I get so tired of the manipulative strategy of dangling abortion and the threat of losing the Roe versus Wade and having that overturned. I get so tired of people dangling that fear in order to make me then immediately do something. For instance, right now, they're dangling the idea that Roe versus Wade will be overturned, and then everyone in response starts to rise up and talk about it on social media and have that self-righteous, and it's like, this isn't, you need to realize you're being manipulated. This is not about even what you think about this issue. Most of us are pro-choice. But here's the thing. It's more so the fact that this is being dangled to manipulate us to think a certain way and to be in a fear state. And it's like they can just hold the threat over us and have that looming in order to get us to do what they want. And I get tired of that. You've been used my entire life. This abortion race have been used, and it's because they're the kind of emotional issues that get us out of our rational brain and into a very fight or flight, frantic, oh no, and then it's also a conditioned response, because it's like people have learned to, and I think it's really a sign of a manipulative overseer, more so than anything about the two sides fighting about the issue. It's more so about who's using this over and over again to get a rise out of us, so that then we are caught up in this, and then of course suddenly then it just fades just as quickly as it started. But what it succeeds in doing is it re-establishes, this is why I'm Democrat. Usually it's when the Democrat Party is losing for their complete chaotic oppression-based kind of normal agenda, then they pull out, well, we are the ones that are on your side for this issue, so you better get scared, and you better be aware the big bad guys are going to overturn this, and we're the ones that keep this safe. So it's just like if an abusive controller always knows that there's some issue inside you that's your hot button that they can bring up, and then you're going to go along with whatever they say, right? So it's so transparent. If more of us could just say, oh, there they go, they're pushing my buttons, they're trying to get a rise, they're trying to get a response, and they're using the emotional, fear-based issue that's so dear to my heart, and also conditioned to be dear to my heart through the onslaught of incessant obsession with it. So it's just like a salivating rat. You know, we're such salivating rats when we hear an issue, we hear something that's a threat, and then we just immediately react as they want. So how about you become more aware of when somebody is being manipulative and dangling something in order to get a rise out of you? I mean, we all see it in the Amber Heard trial. We all see how Amber Heard is an abusive personality who dangles manipulative crumbs to Johnny, and how he probably was in a cycle of reacting. Well, then see it here on a collective level. See it on this political level, where the millennials are just so entrenched in certain issues that we just follow the string of cheese. They'll usually race, usually sexual identity, whether it's abortion or LGBTQ. Like, it's such a, if we did not react and we had just a little more emotional control and kind of a narrowing eye of like, oh, you're going to pull that again, we would be so powerful. That would be powerful. So think about it and realize when you're being manipulated and when it's a strategic move, because nothing really gets people riled up quite like Roe versus Wade being overturned. And of course, I get it, but I see it as a strategy. I see it as a thing that's it's not going to be overturned, but dangling that and having the Handmaid's Tale show as kind of your residual context of a dystopian state. With that, you react in a certain way. So be careful. Be careful not to be too naive and too paranoid.